Are you ready to quit nicotine once and for all? I think you should. It's 2025 and it's time to be done with that. I struggled to quit for years. And I finally have quit, and it's the best feeling in the world. I was extremely addicted. I feel like with someone who has ADHD, it was a nice thing that helped me feel more focused with long hours of studying. I like to just have something to do. It was a nice quick dopamine fix. But now that I've quit, I can't imagine going back to that. But if someone had a vape, I would probably want to hit it. So that's another issue. But it's different than being addicted if you let yourself hit it every now and then. But then that raises the question of, if someone quits meth, they can use their friend's meth, and that's okay? So next time I'm with someone who has a vape, I'm gonna really try not to hit it. But then part of me is like, oh, treat yourself. Yeah, okay, anyways. So as you can see, this has been a big problem of mine. So first and foremost, you have to want to quit. There were times that I tried to quit when I didn't really want to quit, and it was just a recipe for disaster. So wanting to quit is number one. You need to identify all the reasons you want to quit. And when you have a list that you can look at, it really helps to reinforce why you're doing this. And if you don't want to quit, if you truly don't want to quit, then I can't help you. I have quit too many times to count. I've probably quit 100 times, and I wish that was an exaggeration. But the thing that helped me quit the most times, the easiest, was cold turkey. I have had nicotine gum. I currently own about 200 pieces of nicotine gum. And so there was a period of a year that I was straight up on nicotine gum. But anyways, cold turkey has given me the best results when you just are completely done. Because every time you have a little bit more, like if you have a piece of nicotine gum, then it starts the whole withdrawal over again. And I mean, it can be helpful to wean off. So I'm not saying don't try to do something like that, because that's better than, but do what's best for you. But personally for me, cold turkey was the best because it was really a challenge to myself. The withdrawal is not as bad as you think it is in your head. In my head, I always painted it to be like I was gonna be suffering so hardcore that I was gonna hate my life. And it really isn't that bad. Your mind will make it out to be a lot more extreme than it is. And you really, the withdrawal period, when you go through a withdrawal, it only lasts for I think it's 5 to 15 minutes, something like that, and then it's gonna go away. So for me, at least, it wasn't it was, because they always say the first 3 days of quitting is the worst. For me, it would come in spurts of me having that craving, and then it would go away. I mean, I did kind of feel a little bit more on edge overall, I think, but not bad enough that I couldn't deal with it. So when you do get a craving, I want you to do breathwork. Breathe with Sandy is the best breathwork channel on YouTube. I'm going to link it below. Breathe with Sandy is changing my life, and I actually didn't even know about his channel when I was quitting. So if I had to go back and quit, I would have used that. But I do one of his videos at least 1 to 3 times a day, and it changes my life. Breathwork is seriously the best thing that you can be doing for yourself. There is so much power in breathwork. You could also try having a regular piece of gum or just some type of thing for oral fixation to help. Personally though, I just had the best results completely cold turkey. And it feels amazing to not be addicted to that thing anymore, because it would be when I wake up, that's the first thing I wanted to do. And I was always waiting for my next hit. And now that I'm completely away from it, I feel so much better in every aspect of my life. You're more present because you're not constantly thinking about something else that you want to hit. Trust me, I know, talking about this is making me want to hit one. I'm not gonna lie, so I know what you're going through, but it is so worth it to quit. It is the best thing to quit. I think that it's been ingrained in my brain over the years that I want to hit that. And I want to really since I'm still in the process of, being around a vape and not being tempted to hit someone else's, it's like I think that I want to hit it, but do I really? Or is that just what I'm programmed to think because of the fact that it's in a scarcity to me? Not really in a scarcity, but the fact that it's kind of like a game with myself of, oh, you can't have that, Marianne. And then it's like I want it more because I'm telling myself I can't have it. So then it's in my head like, oh, I want that because I'm trying to not have it. So what I'm going to try to do is reprogram my brain to not want it when I'm around other people, or to not view it in that way where I'm viewing it as like, I don't know. As you can see, I'm still in the process of trying to not let it be this whole thing, because what happened was I quit last January and then I kind of picked it up on and off again. I started doing it again just when I went to a music festival in October. I got one just for that weekend because I was going with someone who had one, and I always wanted it when I was around that person. And so I was like, I'm just going to get my own so I don't have to keep asking that person. But why did I do that? I should have just not needed it. So it was like, it's this really dumb thing in your head where you like kind of have to play a game with yourself. Like, okay, do I really need this stupid thing? So that was a mistake for me to get it for that. And then I got back and I didn't hit that thing. And then like for weeks, and I had it in my center console of my car, and I was so proud of myself for having it there and not hitting it. That was like a huge achievement for me to have one and not hit it. And then I ended up using it when I was with that person again because I want it. Like, it's like if I see someone that has it, in the past, I don't want to identify as that now. It's been hard for me to not want it, but I need to not identify as that anymore and move past that. Another motivator to quit is to think about like how bad it is for you and all the unknown chemicals in it. Like, I'm sad for my body that I disrespected my body for so long with doing that. I'm sorry, body. I would always be like, oh, who even cares? Like, that was not right. So every time you get a craving, do breath work, deep breaths. Do one of Breathe with Sandy's videos. Or if you don't have time, just do deep breaths. Look at your list of reasons you want to quit. Maybe have a piece of gum or a lollipop. And just remember that you deserve better. Your body deserves better. And if you have a vape, hit me up and then I'm going to come hit it. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I believe in you and I know that you can quit. If I can quit, you can quit. I hit that thing more than I didn't hit that in a day. No, I'm kidding. But like, it was bad. So seriously, I know you can quit. I'm so much happier not being a slave to that thing. Like, you're gonna be so happy when you quit, and you're gonna save a lot of money, and you're gonna treat your body with what it deserves. Another thing you can do is like set rewards for yourself. So if you make it through 24 hours, you get this, and then 48 hours, you get this, and kind of have that type of a thing where you know. Now the next thing I want to talk about is how to rewire your brain to not want to do it. So you're going to want to write out the reasons why you think you can't quit. You think you can't quit because this, you can't quit because this, blah, blah, blah. Write all the reasons out. And then I want you to write the opposite of those reasons. So for example, if I wrote, I can't quit because I'm going to be in a bad mood around my coworkers. And then the opposite of statement is, I can quit and it will not affect my mood in front of my coworkers. I will be in a great mood in front of my coworkers regardless, or without nicotine. You reframe it and you're going to write all of these down on a paper, all of the positive opposites of the reasons why you think you can't quit, and then you're going to print it out or write it out, and then you're going to read it every day, so you're reprogramming your mind from what you think was from what the subconscious doubts that were making you think that you couldn't quit. You're also going to write down a list of a bunch of things. I am not addicted to nicotine. Nicotine has no hold over me. All of these things that I'll link a bunch of them below so you can copy and paste them into your notes or print them. And these are going to be your affirmations that you're going to program your mind with, and I'd recommend reading them before bed, right when you wake up, and hopefully throughout the day, as much times as you can, because that will really put it on repeat. Another thing you can do is record yourself on your phone saying these things out loud, saying the affirmations, and then if you create, I don't know if anyone's going to actually want to do this, but you can create a long clip of that to listen to while you sleep. I believe in you and I know that you can quit, and you're going to be so happy that you quit. You got this. Let's replace that with a different habit, like breathwork instead of nicotine is so, I can't even express to you how amazing breathwork is. Instead of breathing in that poison, you're breathing in oxygen and you're increasing it up into your brain, and you're raising your kundalini, and you're raising up energy up your spine and activating in so many ways. Like, you have to try it. I love you all, and good luck quitting. I know you can do it.